the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dash a bit weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Now, you probably can tell we are not in our sitting room recording. Gosh, wouldn't it be great if this was our sitting room?
Yes.
That would be fantabulous.
We're on the holodeck.
Damaris was like, I want to live here now.
Yes.
So we are at Portobello Beach.
There are so many dogs.
Yes, there's dogs running around. They're swimming in the water. There's people, so you probably will hear and see people walking maybe behind us or around us or whatever. That's just part of the ambiance. So anyway, yes, we are at Portobello Beach, which is, well, I was trying to say, it's probably about 2.5 miles from where we live. So we hopped on a bus and came down here, and so we're going to record, and then some friends are meeting us, so hopefully we can get all this recorded before they get here. So we'd like to say a big
Welcome back.
welcome back. I lost my words. Welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Mayor, we have some people who show notes are on Damaris's Kindle. Just that's
As
why
they
we're looking
always
down.
are when we're outside.
So we had some people introduce themselves this week in the Ravelry group. So why don't you give them a shout out?
Ramona, who is Ramona Firehorse from Toronto, and Christina, who is This Dove Knits from Connecticut.
Welcome. So Mayor, what should somebody do if they are not a member of our Ravelry group?
Join.
And then what?
Introduce yourself in our introductions thread, and you'll get a shout out on our next episode.
Yes. And what is a good reason why to join?
You can participate in CALs and giveaways.
That's right. If you're not a member, you can't join in. All right. Well, we have quite a lot of stuff to talk about this week. You should have seen the bags full of stuff we brought down to the beach with us. So we probably should get started. Here we go.
And now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So what's on your needles, Mayor?
Well, I started some socks for me, not for you.
You're not going to talk about them in this order?
Oh. Okay.
You don't have to. I just thought you were going to talk about them in that order.
Okay, well, I'm still working on the Beekeeper's Quilt by Tiny Owl Knits, but it's taking a brief hiatus.
But you finished some puffs this week.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. 2 of them. They're purple.
That's from Knitting Goddess Black Rainbow.
Yes, they're purple.
Okay, but you were saying you're going to take a hiatus.
Yes, because... Okay, now I'm gonna...
No, you're talking about the secret one.
Oh. Okay. This is not why I'm taking a brief hiatus from it, but I'm working on a secret Doctor Who Cal
Sample.
sample
When you
that
didn't...
you designed.
Yeah, but you didn't bring the yarn down with you. But we've shown it before after I got back from I Knit Fandango. It's Shamu makes. She did a sock blank, and it's like TARDIS blue with silver sparkles. And
Yes.
so I designed a Doctor Who cowl out of it. So Damaris is knitting the sample. Next week we'll show them the yarn.
Yes.
Okay, so now talk about what you were wanting to talk about from the get-go.
Yes, because I'm making some socks for myself. I just have the little tiniest bits of a toe. And I'm using Cece's Vanilla Cappuccino Socks by Cece.
That's me.
And I'm using US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. And the yarn is Mint Rain hand-dyed yarns Tough Sock in the Ravenclaw colorway.
And it came in 2 50-gram skeins.
I was going to leave that in there.
Sorry, so that they exactly match up.
Yes.
I'm putting it right back where it was.
No.
It was right here. There. I didn't untangle it
Okay.
or tangle it or anything.
Okay.
And you want to say anything about your socks?
No, I just started them last night.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you working on?
Okay, well I have 3 things on the needles. Let's start with the Wayfarer shawl. So this is a pattern by Jen Lucas, and I'm on US 4s, 3.5 mil needles, and it's Coolry Cashmerino in the Maldives in May colorway. And I told y'all before that this, you knit 2 smaller triangles and then you lace them together corset style. So since last week I finished the first one, and now again I'm going to be like, now which direction does this go? Okay, it goes this way, I think. So there's 1/2 of it. So it'll get laced up down there. And I did go ahead and do 1 extra repeat of the lace because I had enough yarn. And then I have cast on the second one. And so it goes this way, I believe. I think. And it's rolling on itself, but I am almost to the place of starting the lace on it. So making good progress on that, and this is a gift for a friend, but I'm not going to tell you who because I am 99% certain the person watches the podcast, and I'm not going to spoil the surprise. So there's that one. And then after that is my zigzag blanket, which, remember y'all, I told you that Sam from Knit Run Dig was making me a project bag for it. She just finished it last night and sent me a picture, and it's Winnie the Pooh, and it's huge to fit my whole blanket, and it'll be happy because it doesn't fit very well in its bag anymore. So, let's see here. Okay, so last week I finished, since last week, I finished the last zigzag of the West Yorkshire Spinners Country Birds collection in the owl and pheasant colorway. And then I have cast on the this is just called Lollybrock, Pendy's Jewels yarn that I did the Lady of Lollybrock sock pattern from. And so I have done all the way to here. So here is kind of what it looks like now. And then the last thing on the needles is a pair of vanilla socks. This is from my free vanilla cappuccino pattern. It's free on Ravelry. You just have to sign up for my newsletter, and then you get a coupon code to download it for free. I'm trying to untangle the yarn from it. And I'm using US 1.5 2.5 mil needles, and the yarn is from the Golden Skein collection. It must have been the spring collection, right? This is the Knitting Goddess UK 4-ply Brit sock in the Golden Wings Flutter Vi colorway. So it's a pale blue and brown and tan and gray. It actually kind of matches the horizon and the beach. So I have cast this on, and the toe is done, and I've just started on the leg. And these are a gift for someone too, so I'm not telling you who because...
Look at the dog!
Oh, the dog is swimming.
It's so happy!
So this is a gift for someone as well, so I'm not going to tell you who because I think they watch too. Now the dog is just standing in the water.
It's having so much fun.
That's so fun. And that's everything that's on my needles. We told you there would be distractions.
Dogs!
Dogs and water and beach and, yeah. And people. I saw somebody walk behind us.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's the beach. Okay. Well, I think we should move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about our finished projects.
Yes, you finished something this week, yes?
Yes, I finished one sock, and that's all I was meant to do. It was super secret coffee-inspired socks designed by you.
Yes.
And I used US 1.5. I used 1.5s. I thought they were ones.
No, 1.5s.
Oh, 1.5, 2.5 millimeters, and the yarn was Knitting in France Sparkles in the Gradient Pink colorway.
Yes, and so this pattern is probably going to release in late September, and she is dyeing up more of the yarn, so if you want to get the exact colorway, you can. So stay tuned for that.
Coffee.
Coffee. It's fabulous. Yes, I'm so excited to have our photo shoot.
Yes.
It's going to be fabulous, fabulous.
It was my idea.
It was. All right, well, I finished a preemie hat this week, as usual. This is number 32 for the year, and it's from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry. I did it on US 6's 4 mil needles, and I used West Yorkshire Spinner Signature 4-ply in the pheasant colorway, and I held it doubled. So that's why the colors kind of blend and change throughout it. So, and then I've given you the rest to do hexapuffs. And then the other thing I finished, socks for me. This is from my free CC's Vanilla Cappuccino pattern, US 1.5 2.5 mil, and this is Mint Rain hand-dyed self-striping tough sock in the Zombie Love colorway. Aren't they fabulous? I love them, love them, love them so much. So, yeah, we actually may do a Vanilla Cappuccino photo shoot with these.
Oh, and if I finish those ones, we can use them because they're self-striping and pretty.
We have an idea as part of Damaris's other photo shoot ideas, so I may not wear these for a little while. Of course, I don't really need to wear socks right now, so anyway, and that's everything we finished.
Yeah.
Yay. So, are y'all ready for a huge Yummy section? Because it is, like, massive. So, let's move on to it. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Yummies! Yummies, yummies. What are yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies.
So first, we're at the beach.
We are at the beach, and I'm digging my heels into the sand.
Okay.
I love the feel of the sand on my toes. But my toes, I'm like sitting weird so I don't get sand on my blanket. There's a dog playing fetch, like just right behind the camera. So,
having so much fun.
So, all of our stuff is kind of laying here. So I ordered from Jan B. Smiley. Here's her card. I'll put a link in the show notes to her Etsy shop. She has these really cool things called poke-me-nots. So it's a tube, and one of the ends has a slit in it. And it is to put your circular needles tip ends into when you're putting your project in your bag, so that it doesn't poke, the needles don't poke through the bag, and it also keeps your stitches on the needles. But she, so Damaris and I both got one. She was so kind, she sent us extra stuff, so we're gonna have a giveaway starting next week. So we have one extra poke-me-knot. We also have, she does a lose-me-knot, which is a good size for tapestry needles, for sewing up your ends, weaving your ends. And then she also has a lose-me-knot that has stitch markers in it. But what I did with my lose-me-knot was, where is it at? There it is. I cut a hole in a slit in the end of it, just like the poke-me-knot. And it is the perfect size for the 9-inch circulars. I am so in love. So, we will, like I said, we will do a giveaway for the extras that she sent next week, but I love it and I may need more. So that my needles, because I always have that problem with needles like poking me or poking into a bag or whatever. So, okay. I'm taking that away from you because you're playing. So earlier this year, actually it may have been at the end of last year, I signed up for a project called #2015 Postcard Project, and this woman, Beverly, committed to drawing, painting a postcard every single day of the year and sending it to people. So I just got my postcard the other day, and this one is number 211 out of 365. So you see it's a picture with flowers in it, and she wrote me this really sweet note about how she visited Scotland and then France last year, and she bought this little picture as one for souvenirs, and it's her favorite, so she painted me a picture of the picture and put flowers in it. How cool is that? So I'll put a link to her website in the show notes, but I thought that was really, really cool. This is next. You want those? So we ordered more fandom stickers from Becca Doodles on Etsy, and I'll put the link in the show notes. You want to show yours first?
Sure. We got Leia.
Princess Leia from Star Wars.
And Hulk.
And you posted a really funny picture of Hulk Smash the other day. And then I went ahead and put mine on my iPad case, but I got the 11th Doctor with a sonic screwdriver and his fez and mop, and River with her sonic screwdriver in the astronaut suit. So those are already on here. This one of 10 and the TARDIS is from Amy's Not Dead Yet. So, yeah, but I needed something to decorate my new case because my old case died. We had oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say because it's so freaking awesome. One of our podcast viewers who wishes to remain anonymous, I mean, like, I know who it is because I had to give her our address to send it. She wants to stay anonymous, which is fine. She sent me a box of OMG, she sent me 2 bottles of Coffee Mate Pumpkin Spice Creamer. We can't get that over here without paying like 12 or 14 pounds a bottle over here. It's not in stores. Flavored coffee creamer is not a thing over here. So she sent us 2 bottles of this, and I've already drank a couple of cups of coffee with it, and it's so amazing. It's been over 2 years since I had it, since we left the States. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You know who you are. Thank you so much. You are amazing. You're the best. Ah! I love it. I love it. Okay, what's next? And then this was like the manna from heaven post week this week. Yeah? My sweet friend Julia, who is Nimrus, who does Pandia's Jules Yarn, knit this shawl for me. And it's completely reversible. So the pattern is the Excuse Me shawl by Stephen West, and it's a brioche knitting pattern, which I have not attempted brioche knitting yet. But she started this for herself and then wasn't thrilled with the color combination, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. She's like, I'll finish it and send it to you. I'm not going to say no to that. So this, isn't it fabulous? I love, 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 love it. And it's great for this morning where it's just, the sun's not quite strong yet. It's just kind of a little bit out, and just to keep it a little warm. So I love it. Thank you, Julia. You're amazing. There is a possibility that I'm going to be doing a flash sale this weekend on a couple of my Doctor Who inspired sock patterns that I have converted to include 56 stitch size. I don't have all the details quite ready yet, so watch for an announcement in the Ravelry group as well as on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, because I think I'm just going to do a 48-hour sale. It'll be the Clara sock, Souffle Girl, and the Rose sock, the Nice to Meet You Rose sock pattern. If things don't work out to have that this weekend, I'll plan maybe for next weekend. So that's why I'm not 100% sure, so just watch all the social medias, because I will announce it if we're doing that.
I think he was taking a picture of us.
Oh, the hubs?
Yes.
He is like sitting on a bench, like that way. He's now looking on his phone or iPad or something. And he's sitting on a bench over there while we record. Guess what, Damaris?
What?
I won.
What'd you won?
Stash Dash 2015.
What?
I reached my goal. I now have knit 5,299.4 meters. I didn't even think I was going to get to 5,000. Remember, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get to 5,000. No way. I did. And there's still like a week left.
I'm trying to get his attention.
Yeah, he's looking at his phone. You're not going to get his attention. So yay, I finished Dash Dash. Is there anything else before normal stuff?
I don't think so.
Hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Mare?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge, and we have a list of prompts for each month, so you take a look at the prompt for that day and take a picture related to it, and you post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
That's right. So we have actually not picked up the pictures yet because we wanted to get to the beach before it got too busy, so that there wouldn't be as much distraction, although as you can tell there is distraction and ambiance. So we will actually pick these when we get home. So what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were our favorite photos. Way to go, guys. All right, let's talk about some events. Okay, which ones do you talk about? Because I can't remember.
I think you talked.
The first 2?
Yes.
Okay, so first up is Stitch in Time, a knitting cabaret, which is part of the Fringe Festival that's going on right now here in Edinburgh. And the show will be playing from the 14th through the 31st of August, except for the 18th and the 25th at 7 o'clock p.m. at the Safari Lounge, 21 Cadsall Place. And you and I are going on Monday the 17th of August, so that'll be before we record again next time. This is a show done by Melanie of the Savvy Girls podcast, and she was on our podcast in October when she was here visiting. So it is knitting songs from World War I and World War II. So we're pretty excited about that. Then after that, we will be going to the Yarn in the City, the Great London Yarn Crawl on Saturday the 5th of September. We are on Team Camel, and it's sold out. So, but if you're going to be there, let us know. We'd like to say hi.
And now we're going to talk about the Geeky Puff and Knit Palooza, which I forgot the flyer for. But anyway, it's a retreat that you and I and our friend Sam from Knit Run Dig are co-hosting here in Edinburgh from Thursday the 29th of October to Sunday the 1st of November.
That's right. So we have been showing some of the vendors who are going to be at the vendor market and picking some of our favorite items from the vendors, and there's so many amazing things. I'm like, I want one of that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. So we still have space if you want to come in and attend the entire retreat. We would love to have you. If you're not able to do that, but you're around, you could come to the vendor market, which will be open from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday, the 31st of October, to the general public for a £3 admission fee or a donation of one knit or crochet item for charity. Also, we will be having some open spots in our classes that you could sign up for. So watch for, when did I say that was? Like middle September that we were going to announce that? I think so. I think that's when it is. Look on the show notes, it says. So if you're interested in just coming to do some classes, we'd love to have you for that too. We're just working on stuff behind the scenes on that. Otherwise, it's going to be here before we know it. So I think we're ready now to move on to the next segment. Yep. All right, here we go.
Now we're going to talk about what we're reading, watching, and listening to, even though we're not really listening to anything this week.
That's right, but we like our new table. The title, table.
We like a new table.
Our new title. So, look at all the dogs playing playing fetch.
So much fun.
They are. Okay.
I would love to see a dog play catch.
Okay. Fetch or catch. That dog is looking at us. Oh, but look there.
There it goes.
Missed.
Is having so much fun.
Yes.
Okay, so I am reading Allegiance by Veronica Roth. Yeah.
How's it going?
Good. I'm about halfway through it.
Okay.
So
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm still reading nonfiction-wise Christ Plays in 10,000 Places, A Conversation in Spiritual Theology by Eugene H. Peterson. Wow, the sun just came out from behind a cloud. You're going to have to put sunscreen on. So I'm still reading that. And then fiction-wise, I'm reading the Emperor's Edge series by Lindsay Buroker. And I've finished reading book 1, The Emperor's Edge, and book 2, Dark Currents, and I'm currently reading book 3, Deadly Games. You want to start with TV?
Sure. We're rewatching season 6 of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Interspersed with?
Star Trek, season 1 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
Yay!
We got a double dose of Q last night.
Yeah.
The episode where John Luke goes back and changes his past and how it affects him. I love that episode. That's such a good one. And Worf has new hair.
Yes.
And Deanna was a Romulan for an episode.
In Deep Space Nine.
Oh, I love Deep Space Nine. It's one of my favorites.
I forgot how pretentious Bashir was in the early seasons.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though he's my favorite character, I'm just like, I forgot how pretentious he was.
Yep. You want to talk about the next one?
Sure. We finished watching Emma Approved.
Yes.
What did you think of it?
She was much better towards the end. I really was annoyed with her for about 90% of the show. But she was better at the end, and I'm glad they got together. I knew they got together. So, we tried another new show that I didn't even write down the name of because it just wasn't our fancy. So, we have another one we're going to start probably later this week and try. The Hubs and I are watching Murdoch Mysteries. We finished season 7 and we're watching season 8. So this is the last season that they filmed. Season 9 hasn't started yet. So we are in season 8.
Okay.
But James Gillies is dead. No, he is. They found his body.
Are you sure?
Yes, he
Are
is
you sure
dead.
they filmed the correct body?
Yes, he's
Are
dead.
you sure it's not just an imposter?
He's dead.
Are you sure?
But Julia's brother-in-law pretended he was Gillies to try to get back at her and be evil to her. No. But they are engaged now, and I think they get married in a couple of episodes. Look, this boat is coming down to the water.
Oh my goodness! They're gonna go on a boat.
Yeah, so there's a tractor pulling a boat down to the water.
They're gonna go. Oh, they're gonna hoist the sails.
They are. Oh gosh, we might have to film some of this once I get down to the water. Let's get through the rest of TV and then we can film it.
They're gonna hoist the sails.
Yes. So we're watching that. I'm marathoning season 3 of Arrow. I think I have 2 episodes left. I just don't even know what to say. OMG. Hubs and I are watching season 6 of Rizzoli and Isles. We're watching season 1 of Dark Matter, and we're watching series 1 of Partners in Crime, all of that as it airs. Let's move on to the next segment, or actually we're probably going to film a little bit to put at the end of the episode. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so now we are going to do the summertime and the living is easy cow. This is a cow for.
I said cow.
Oh, sorry. Say cow.
Cow.
Cow. Sorry. I'm watching the tide come up, and so realizing we need to get through the rest of our segments so we don't end up with wet rear ends. So this is our June, July, August cow. It's for anything you can convince us is related to summertime. What's the fallback if they can't think of a way?
You made it in the summer.
That's right. No whips. It had to be started June 1st or later and must be finished by August 31st. There's a thread, a FO thread in the Ravelry group. Damaris is watching the boat over here. There's a thread in the Ravelry group for FOs. You post your picture in there. There's also a chatter thread. We have prizes. I'm putting them on the screen right now. All the details of them are in the show notes. Thanks to our sponsors for sponsoring. Is there anything else I need to say other than you telling us who finished them? You need to tell them though about because Ravelry was down.
Oh, because Ravelry was down this morning. This list of people who finished FOs does not include people who finished from yesterday morning,
Which is Tuesday morning.
to this morning.
That's right. So those people will be in next week's list. So Ravelry's back up now. We just checked because we're drawing for a prize winner. So, okay, so who finished projects?
A Whole on Knitting times 2, AZ Nitwit, Beaver Boxer Mom times 3, Mindy J, Church Lane, Denise Chang times 2, Eileen D times 2, Eleanor Gamgee, Ellie 15 times 2, Francis NOJD, Gypsy the Dog, Jessie's Girl 84 times 2, Julie R Knits, Kitty Did What, Kexcrew Melchin, Knitster Monica times 2, Knitter Joe 2 times 3, Katie Jane 82, Little Angel SG2 times 2, Lupin Owns Jacob times 7, Maria Wilhelmina times 4, Min Min Lee, Muzzer Z, Mystery Sower, Pagan Spirit, Passion Fruit 3, Penny Gale, Phoenix Fire times 3, Princess Bumps, Rainbow Ange times 2, and Try Linda.
Great job, everybody.
Yay!
Yay! So you have, what is today? I don't know. I said the date earlier. It's the 12th of August, so you have 19 days to finish your projects. Yeah, so get them done. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
Now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them. This week's question comes from Lori, who is Owl Stitch from Michigan. And the question is, where are you originally from? You don't have the Scottish accent, and love your podcast.
Well, thank you. We love that you love our podcast. No, we are not from Scotland. We are from the United States, most recently from Texas, which actually you and I and the hubs were all born in Texas. And you and the hubs lived most of your life in Texas. I lived about half my life in New Mexico, so I call myself a New Texican because it was about half and half up until recently. But the three of us did live in New Mexico for a little while.
Yep.
For about a year and a half. But other than that, Texas. That's it. So thanks for the question,
Lori.
Lori, thanks for asking, Lori. Hope that fulfilled your curiosity. Is that the right word? So what should somebody do if they have a question for us?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right, we have a giveaway winner, so let's move on to the next segment. And now we have a giveaway winner from our hashtag GGKCraftyPad 10,000 pictures giveaway. So what we asked you to do was pick your favorite hashtag GGKCraftyPad pick that you had posted since we started and posted it in the thread, and then we just did a random number generator. So what is the prize? Why don't you tell them that first?
The prize is a skein of West Yorkshire Spinners Air Valley DK in the Knitterbocker Glory colorway.
So I had a full extra skein from when I did my Mamma Mia tank. So we did random number generator, and the number was 6, which is Kelly Cron, who is Kelly from Texas. We actually know her in real life. I went to college with her. But it cracked me up, the picture she posted. I don't know if you can see it. I can't really tell. But she knit the shawl that is on, she crocheted the shawl that is on the back of our couch in the sitting room where we normally record. So, Kelly Cron, you have 30 days. Contact me with your address, although I probably already have it. But contact us and I'll get your prize in the mail. Stay tuned next week for a new giveaway. All right, let's move on to the next segment. And that's it for the show. The water is inching ever closer. I'm like, okay, we're going to have to get this done quick. So I don't think we have any announcements this week. We'll still be recording as normal. the next few weeks, as far as I know. So we'll keep you updated before we go to London. Just our normal announcement, we are Amazon.com and .co.uk affiliates. So if you're shopping on one of those websites, could you click through our link on the geekygirlsnet.com website? And then Amazon gives us a little money for everything you purchase. Doesn't cost you anything, but it's a great way to support the podcast. Mare, why don't you tell them where to find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsnet.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online: YouTube, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
These two dogs are not getting along. Oh, the little one is scared, I think.
Well, that's where you can find us online.
That is where you can find us online. I don't know if they're the same owner or not, or if they're just playing. Maybe they're playing. I don't know. Maybe they know each other. I don't know. There's lots of dogs now. So with that, we're going to tell you goodbye. We'll record some more beach stuff for you and pictures and put it at the end of the podcast like we usually do. And we hope that y'all have a wonderful week and happy knitting. And I hope you can knit by the beach too. Although I haven't knit a stitch, but I'm going to. I'm going to knit a stitch in a minute. So we hope y'all have a great week. Happy knitting. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.
So this is the tractor and boat that we were talking about, as well as a seagull walking on the beach. Oh, there's 3 seagulls.
Oh, they're in the water. Look.
So anyway, they are backing this boat into the water, and they hoisted the sail.
Hoist the sails. The tractor's in
It
the
looks
water.
Like teenage guppies are really good to go out in it. Doesn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know how long it's going to take them to unconnect.
Yeah. And here are some seagulls.
Yep. Okay. We'll film again once they kind of get out in the water a little bit, maybe.
The water's getting closer to us.
It is. We're going to have to finish filming before we end up with the tide on our tushes. Okay, so this is the boat we were talking about earlier that Damaris filmed some of, and so now it's heading out. I'm actually standing in the water filming this. So I'm not far out. But there it goes, sailing off to somewhere. I'm not sure where. And then let me just give you water. It's not as cold as I expected it would be. It's gorgeous. So gorgeous. There's kids playing on the beach behind me now. You probably can hear them. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Damaris and I are standing in the water.
There's so much seaweed.
I thought you were going to get that shell right there.
Yeah, I'll get some other ones.
Yes, my cane's in the water with us too. To help me not fall over. Yeah, there's a lot of seaweed.
the bottom.
It's fine. No, it'll dry.
There's so much seaweed.
There is a lot of seaweed. Is that another shell? It is an orange shell.
It's a piece of rock or something.
Oh, really? Yeah, there's a lot of seaweed.